When you was explaining, obviously what it does, what your business is all about, just a random question: why is your business mainly just for black people? Why isn't it? Why can't obviously white people and other people from different races like use it? Because somebody might be watching this and just think, oh, why is it? You get me? Like,
They can. So the product is actually for everybody. The other side of it is because there's a lot of division in the black community, especially when it comes to black women. And I feel like there's not enough spaces that is just for us. And that's why, I want to bring us together. I want us to unify more. I think we need each other more. We do. We need each other to get through the type of things we go through on a daily basis. And I just want us to be more united, with each other. So that is what the events and workshops are about. It's about bringing people together.
yeah, bringing people together. I think one of our conversations I think we had was about the black community. I don't know if you remember, in terms of how much people help each other out, and how much obviously more people need to get together, like you said, unite, support each other through what everyone's doing, innit? Like, since we had that conversation, do you feel like things are getting better, or we still have some way to go? You get me?
Things have definitely got better. I'm talking on a global aspect. Things have got a lot better. I think there is an awakening going on. Like with every human being, there's an awakening going on. There's an awakening with health, spirituality, finances. 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you wouldn't be able to have such an open conversation about money and about generational wealth and about how to make your children rich. And stocks and shares has now become something that a lot of people know about, whereas before it wasn't. So I think there is an awakening happening with everyone, but with black people, I think we are becoming more accepting of ourselves and more aware of the world we live in and how we need to go forward. Especially, I'm so happy and proud of what's happening on the continent with Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore. I never thought I would, be able to witness such a blessing of seeing an African leader stand up for Africa and for Africans and, take back control of our land and our resources. Is such a blessing to see, and it warms my heart. So, and the fact that all of us around the world was able to stand up for him and protest globally to show the Europeans, to show other powers that are trying to bully him, we're not having it anymore, and we're standing up for him. So, and even locally as well in London, like there are more of us are becoming aware and conscious of ourselves. And when I say conscious of ourselves, I mean more of us are embracing our culture, we're embracing where we come from, and it's such a beautiful thing to see. But more work does need to be done, but it's a good start. I'm happy with what I see so far.
I think what I like about social media is, do you remember before, it was easier to separate us, innit? Because the news and other people was controlling the narrative, innit, of what's really going on in America. Remember, with people like Gaddafi, back in the days, we didn't really understand what Gaddafi and all of these people really wanted to do. But obviously, remember, the news used to manipulate us, used to feed us what they want to feed us. You remember, these guys are terrorists and all of these things. And they've ended up, these guys who wanted to make a change, for our continent, ended up getting killed, by these people because they're threatened. But what I love about the times that we're living in now, in a very positive way, all of us are on social media, we're sharing our knowledge together. And I feel like this is going to be one of the crucial, aspects of Africa, our continent, moving forward in terms of because a lot of us have got platforms, a lot of people can actually share, like I said, on social media, how they feel. You get me? And it's a beautiful thing, man.